Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a beanie for ages 12 months to 3 years, and this is part of a mini series where I'm going to be showing you how to make a really quick and simple double crochet, that's in US terminology, beanie for pretty much from newborn all the way up to man-size adults. So in this particular video it's going to be for ages 12 months to 3 years, and the first 4 rounds are going to be exactly the same as the first 3 rounds of the 0 to 6 month size, and then the extra round which we use for the 6 to 12 months age. So I'm going to show you those first 4 rounds now, and then I'll come back and show you what to do for the next round specific for this size. Okay, so you can watch that now. Using a chunky, bulky weight yarn, not to be confused with extra chunky or super bulky. This is just a chunky or bulky weight yarn, so that's size 5, and we're going to be using a 6mm J hook. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, to begin we're going to make this really simple. We're not going to be using any magic circles or magic rings. We're just going to start off by chaining 5. So we do our slip knot, then we're just going to chain 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to slip stitch into our first chain to form a loop. So we can put our hook in our first chain and then work a slip stitch. We pull our yarn through and then through the loop on our hook, and that creates a little loop of our 5 chains, and into the center of that loop in there we're going to work 12 double crochets. So we do yarn over, we're going to put our hook through the middle of our little loop and then just bring our yarn through and work a double crochet as normal. And we're going to do 12 of these. We want 12 double crochet, so that's 1, back into the center, 2, 3, and the last one 12. So we've done 12 double crochets, and we're just going to pull our tail end just to bring in that center hole, which it will do a little bit. So when you've got your 12 double crochets worked into your little 5 chain loop, we're just going to slip stitch into our first double crochet. So just check you've got 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So just going to slip stitch into our first double crochet, and that joins our round like so, and that completes round 1. So moving on to round 2, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, so that's 1 and 2. Then we're going to work a double crochet in the same stitch that you just slip stitched into at the bottom. That's the bottom of your chain. So where you slip stitched to join the round, you're going to put your hook back in there again, and we're going to work a double crochet. Then that double crochet and the first 2 chains counts as an increase of 2 double crochets. So we're counting the first 2 chains as a double crochet. So doing 1 in the same stitch underneath the chains makes an increase, so you've got technically 2. Then in the next stitch along we're going to work 2 double crochet. So that's 1, get some more yarn, and then another 1 in the same stitch, and then that creates our next increase. And we're going to repeat that round for all our stitches, doing 2 double crochet in each stitch around until we end up with a stitch count of 24. So that's another 1 and another 1 in the same stitch, and just repeat that round doing 2 double crochet in each stitch around. Okay, so we're just going up to the last stitch, and again we're just finishing up with 2 double crochet in the last stitch. So that's 1 and then 2, and then what we do is we're going to slip stitch into our top of our 2 chains. So there's our first chain, at the beginning of the round, and there's our second. So we want to slip stitch into that top 2 chain, and then that joins our round like so. So by the end of round 2 you should have 24 stitches. Okay, so now we're going to move on to round 3, and again we're going to chain 2 at the beginning. So that's 1 and 2, but then we're going to go straight into the next stitch here. We're not going to do anything underneath. Go straight into the next stitch doing 2 double crochet. So that's that one there. So you do 2 double crochet in the next stitch. But in the next stitch we're just going to do 1 double crochet by itself. Okay, then in the next stitch we're going to come back and do 2 double crochet for an increase. So that's 1 and 2. But then in the next stitch we're just going to do 1 by itself, just 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So then we're going to repeat that round doing 2 double crochet in the next stitch, then 1 double crochet by itself in the next stitch, then 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, all the way round to the end until you have 36 stitches. So I'm just going to do that, and then I'll come back. So the next one's 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and then 1 double crochet, then back to 2 double crochet. Okay, so I'm just coming up to the last 2 stitches, and the second to last one we just work a double crochet, just repeating the same pattern, and then in the very last stitch we work our 2 double crochet in the same stitch, like so. So by the end of that round, your third round, you should have 36 stitches, and then we just slip stitch into the top of our 2 chain like so to join our round. Okay, so by the end of that round you should have 36 stitches. Round 4 we're going to chain 2, so that's 1 and 2, and then we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So we go straight into the next stitch, so not the one underneath the chains, but this next one along. Do 1 double crochet, okay, and then we're going to work 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So, and that should line up with our previous increase. So we do 2 double crochets, so that's 1 and another one in the same stitch. And then we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we do 1 double crochet by itself in the next stitch, then we do 1 double crochet by itself in the next stitch, like that, and then we're going to do an increase of 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So we do 1 double crochet and then another one in the same stitch for our increase. And we're going to repeat that round. We're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches and then an increase of 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So that's 1 double crochet by itself, 1 double crochet by itself, and then 2 double crochet in the next stitch, which should line up with your increases from the previous rounds. And then you go back to 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, until you get back to the beginning. And so I'll just do that and then I'll come back and show you. So that's 1 double crochet by itself, 1 double crochet by itself, and 2 double crochet, 1 and another one in the same stitch. Okay, so just coming up to the last 3. So we do 1 double crochet by itself, 1 double crochet by itself for the next stitch, and then finishing on 2 double crochet in the same stitch for an increase. So just repeating what we've already been doing. You always end on an increase when working your increase rounds. Then we're just going to slip stitch in the top of our 2 chains. So there's our first, there's our second, and that joins our round. Like so. Okay, so by the end of that 4th round you should have 48 stitches. Okay, so you've just hopefully just watched the first 4 rounds, which are exactly the same for the previous size down, which is for 6 to 12 months. And we've just finished joining our round, and at the moment on our 4th round we've got 48 stitches. So all we do now for to make the size for 12 months to 3 years is we do an extra round of increases rather than going straight into the length. So we just need to make it that little bit bigger. So this is this round is actually unique for this size, so you won't be doing this round for the larger sizes up as we have been doing previously. So this round is unique just for this size, and what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2 like we have been doing before, and then we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 14 stitches. So that's 1 double crochet in the next stitch, just go straight into that next stitch, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 13 as well. So that's 1 double crochet in the next 14 in total. So that's another one by itself, 2, 3, the last one, 14. So we've just chained 2 and then worked 1 double crochet in the next 14 stitches. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work 2 double crochet for an increase in the next stitch. So that's 2 double crochet in the next stitch together. So that's 1 and another one in the same stitch, 2. That creates an increase. And then we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 15 stitches this time. So that's 1 double crochet in the next 15 stitches. 1 by itself, 2, 3, 4, okay, last one, 15. So we've just done 1 double crochet in the next 15 stitches, which gets us over here. And then again we're going to do 2 double crochet increase in the next stitch. So that's 2 in the same stitch. So it's 1 double crochet and another one in the same stitch. Okay, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 15 stitches again. So it's just 1 double crochet in the next 15 again. So that's 1, 2, and the last one, 15. And that should leave you with 1 stitch at the end, and in that last stitch we're just going to work 2 double crochet again, so another increase. That's 2 in the same stitch. So that's 1 double crochet and 2 in the same stitch. Okay, and then to join the round we just slip stitch in the top of our 2 chains. So there's our first chain, there's our second. So I'm just going to slip stitch into that stitch, into that second chain to join our round. Now we've just increased by 3 stitches, so by the end of that round you should have 51 stitches because you've only increased 3 times, so you should have 51. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the length now, and to do that is the same for the other beanies if you've been making them, but if you haven't, I'll just show you of course. We chain 2 and we just need to work 1 double crochet into each stitch around, so there's no increases now, it's just 1 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet into each stitch around. And when you get to the end of the round, you just slip stitch into the top of your 2 chain like you have been doing before. And we need to do enough rounds of just doing the length, so that's just chaining 2, working 1 double crochet in each stitch around, then slip stitching to join. We need to repeat that over and over again until it measures, let's just check, about 18 inches from the center. So keep repeating your length now of just chain 2, 1 double crochet in each stitch around, then slip stitching to join. Repeat that again and again and again until it measures at least between about 7 and 8 inches from the center. So you want to make sure that it measures about that. So I'm going to do that and then I'll come back and show you. So we'll just keep repeating our length now of just 1 double crochet in each stitch around until we've got a length from the center of about 7 to 8 inches. Okay. Okay, so I'm just coming up to the very last stitch where we just do a double crochet, same as we've been doing, and then we just slip stitch into the top of our 2 chain to join the round like we've been doing. And hopefully I've done enough rounds to get the length that we're looking for. So I'm just going to bring that up a little bit, flatten down our beanie, and we're looking for about 7 to 8 inches now in length from the middle. So let's measure down, and yep, we've got 8 inches. So what I've done is we've done the so the first 3 rounds are the same as the 0 to 6 months, and then this 4th round was the same as the size 6 to 12 months, and then we did an extra round just to get the sizing a little bit bigger for our sizing of 12 months to 3 years. And then I've actually done 10 rounds of just chaining 2, 1 double crochet in each stitch around, then slip stitching to join. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've done 10 rounds of just the length on top of our 5 that we started to get our size, and that's got us our 8 inches. And if we measure along here, we're looking for a circumference of about 17 inches, and that will fit a head circumference of about 19 inches. So there we go, 8.5, and 8.5 plus 8.5 is 17. So that's spot on, so that's really good. So there we go, so this will fit perfectly for sizes 12 months to 3 years. Obviously if you've got a 3-year-old, you might want to do the next size up in my next video, which is going to be for 3 years up to about 10, 11, 12 age and up to teens. Yes, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and I'll see you soon for some more crochet fun. Thanks for watching, bye!